Good night, good night, good night, and welcome to another episode of Sunday Vibes Live, right here, live and direct from Trinidad and Tobago. Well, Trinidad, yeah. And this is episode 29, so we ain't going too bad for the year. Yeah. I'm just gonna wait a little while, give some more people some time to join us on this live. It's gonna be a short one, if I'm being honest with you all, because I have other stuff that I ain't get a chance to finish out, and I want to organize, before the work week. Don't mind tomorrow is a bit of a short one in a sense, because tomorrow is our local government election day right here in Trinidad. Hey, good night, Mark. Yeah, boy, you're right on time. And Rudra and Sylvan, good night to all. Welcome to the vibes. I always be happy to pop in here and see you all. Yeah, so this one is gonna be a short one. Hey, Joel, good night, and Styles, good night, everyone. Yeah. So there are two things. Well, I'll jump into that in a little bit. We're just giving some people some more time, like next minute, and then we'll jump into everything. But yet, tomorrow is local government elections. I know is normally be a low voter turnout. If I'm honest with you all, I'm not sure who running in my area. I know this is bad because people just underestimate the local government itself, and don't understand that local government is responsible for a few things like road management, street management. The parks. There's one who sorts out vendors and all these other different things. So yeah, they basically carry out the order of the national government, the policies and whatnot set by the national government. And some people, just underestimate that. So just like myself, I mean, I go not and vote, tomorrow, because you're gonna have to execute my democratic right. But to be honest, I'm not sure who the candidates are in my area, and I know I'm admitting that, and that's something real bad. But we gonna see how things go, right? Good night, Namala and Angela and Nita and Aaron. Thanks, Aaron. Aaron is saying he loved the first part of the $100 series, and that's week 1 and week 2. Dread. I spent like basically the whole week, like every time I reach home, you can ask my wife. Every time I reach home from work, I just spend some time and sit down and edit that video. That video take a little longer than I thought to edit, but I suspected that because it's basically clips for the whole month, and I cut off certain parts and whatnot now. So that the story could flow. Look out for week 3 this Saturday. Well, upcoming Saturday, so I'll probably start to work on that tomorrow. Seeing that I'll reach home from work early tomorrow, relatively early, because we normally get 2 hours off, either in the morning time or the evening time. I'm planning to take mine in the evening. So yeah, so that's that. For those of you who are joining me early, this is going to be a short one. And yeah, well, since we done here, hey Matthew Western Music, I will check out your music, Matthew, and hopefully we'll be able to use some of it in some of the videos, in the upcoming videos and whatnot. So I'll check it out. So I'll definitely message you and see who is visiting, and welcome to the vibes. Thank you for joining me on this Sunday Vibes Live. Dread, I find this weekend was another scorching one. I know our sea temperatures yesterday was like 33 degrees Celsius, and I was like, way boy. I went out and do some yard work this morning, and like that drained me for the entire day. I was like, it was unbelievable how hot these days have been recently. But yeah, I'm glad you all enjoying the this $100 a week series, I would like to call it, because I mean, is $100. Well, it's $400 for the month, $100 a week. That's the plan, and it's been interesting. Is like I forget sometimes, like going through some of the comments. Like you all who have been with me on this live, like almost every week, would know the journey, would know the insights, would know exactly what kind of thing coming and whatnot. Hey Faisal, good night. Yeah. Oh yeah. this was the this was part of the the video from yesterday. I forget to scratch out week 1. I should probably put week 1 and week 2 there. Ah. Oh, and yes, Faisal, thank you. Yeah, hey, I know some of you all were saying yeah, boy, it was rough and it was bare bones, but surprisingly, it wasn't too bad. Like, I don't know if I get accustomed to it after. Okay, I won't lie. The first few days it was rough, but like after a while, I was like, alright. Like once my mind set to doing this, I was just on autopilot kind of thing. But it was mentally taxing in certain parts, especially like you'll have times where when you get up, you're just listening so will go kicking, or sometimes you just come home tired and it's like you're not feeling to do anything, and in those days sometimes you'll not do nothing, you'll sleep late, and when you get up late you'll go and buy something, but I didn't have that luxury in doing this challenge. So this was interesting, and the next thing about it as well is like, well, this happened in July, the month of July, and now it kind of changed my mind in terms of how I going about purchasing food and everything. So overall, it was a nice experiment, and I can't wait to show you all the rest of it. And yes, as you could see, it is different. Week 1 and week 2, they have some similar stuff, but it was still different. Yeah, and that is how I intended it. So that's why it's like, I know some people say they could eat the same thing every day for the whole month. Brother man, if you could do that, go strong. I can't. I will get fed up, and I'll be like, alright, I quit this. But so that way I like each week change it up a little bit. I'll give all you a little hint for the next video. It involves a little pizza. Yeah, so spoilers. I shouldn't have spoiled that, but yeah, whatever. Since you all, this is for you all who always take the time to join me on this Sunday. Oh, Brandon, and yes, Mark. That AC felt like sometimes you have that AC blowing. Like even when you're driving, sometimes when I was on the road this weekend and the AC was like on almost 18, I was like, why does feeling like regular temperature, boy? Why I'm not freezing? I don't know, boy. Rudra is saying he just passed for St. Mary's College. Well, good luck and congratulations, Rudra. Well done. Now is as you step into your next cycle of the studies in life, I wish you all the best, and well done for passing for St. Mary's, Rudra. Big up. Congratulations. And yeah. Oh yeah, and like I said, we're going to keep this one short. So yeah. So that was essentially it. Oh yeah, and like I was saying, telling you all, like you all know exactly what I was coming with, or the concept I was coming, and it's nice to see it finally unfold. They had some comments, like people still was like either they're skipping parts of the video or whatnot. So big up after big up, Bag Lady. I was going through the comments, and like I was going to respond to some people saying where I got oil and onion and garlic and salt and thing, which I did mention in the video, and like big up you all who were replying to those things. So yeah. I just wanted to big up you all for that. And well, I'm not sure if you all see this, but I also have to big up, visit Trinidad and Tobago, visit Trinbago at their booth. Anytime you see a booth, like if you go any of these pop-ups that they have in and you see a visit Trinidad booth, I would suggest check them out. There's always be, having nice stuff highlighting Trinidad and Tobago, and they'll be giving away stuff where it be like pencils or I got this t-shirt from them for free. Yeah, I just had to sign up to their Facebook and Instagram page or and join our newsletter, which I've already done so long now. So it was fun to also go live Friday for the World Pan Day 2023 as declared by the United Nations. So this was the first time we have been celebrating our I'm not sure if it's our national instrument, but it should be our national instrument, the steel pan, the only musical instrument created in the 20th century, right here in Trinidad and Tobago. So for a small July the Nation. We big, you know. Don't get tired. We have so much things that we could, offer the world on an international basis, and sometimes it's be sad that we take things for granted. But yeah, Global Pan Day. So on August 11th, going forward, we are going to celebrate Global Pan Day, and I big up you all as well for catching our former Prime Minister Basil Pandey, Mr. Basil Pandey. For those of you who didn't catch, because apparently it had a few, or one or two, I should say, that didn't get that remark. Yeah, it's just a running theme that we have, a running meme, I should say. Hear me, running theme. It's a running meme where you post up happy, and it's Mr. Pandey, so it's like Pan Day because it is Global Pan Day. Yeah, so that just had to throw that in just in case. But yeah, it was fun. Like, it had rare people at Woodford Square, and it was nice to go live there. And apologies, I couldn't stay for the whole thing because I had to come back home and continue editing yesterday's video. Yeah, that just always be, sometimes with work, with stuff to do around the house and everything, and then I just have to make time to edit. So sometimes I just have to sacrifice, and is that give and take in terms of how my time is proportionate in a sense. So yeah, so I am happy you all enjoyed that, because it was the short time I was in Woodford Square, it was real nice, and it was real fun. It was a real vibes thing. It's like, we have a real best instrument, the steel pan, and to be honest, we don't. It's only like around carnival time, really and truly. We would see more people bigging it up and everything, but dread. Yeah, I had to. I mean, what? I guess when I was younger, I wasn't too much of a fan of it. As I got older, I began to appreciate it more, and dread. The steel pan is one of the real nice instruments, and we should get behind it and try and promote it as much as we can, because it is we own. So yeah, so big up the UN for declaring Global Pan Day on August 11th. So it is being recognized, and it was fun because I was going through Facebook, and I was seeing like there was celebrated in New York, in Canada, and a few other countries around the world, which I thought was super cool, and as a Trinidadian, it makes me feel proud. So yeah. And that's more or less how things are going. Hey everyone, good night. Thank you so much. Yes, that was just week 1 and week 2. We still have week 3 and week 4 that is approaching. So that is the next 2 videos. Yeah, it took real long to I won't lie to you all. It took a while to edit those week 1 and week 2 combined, and I'm sure it felt like, well, for me it felt like 2 videos in one. So I'm good. Like, that is why I went with to split up week 4, week 3, and week 4. So next Saturday is week 3, and then the final Saturday in this month will be week 4, and then after that we'll have board games. Was there any giveaway or sales for the at the event? This is at Woodford Square. Well, Sylvan, I got this, so I will consider this a giveaway. I mean, I get a t-shirt now. I wear though, Yeah. So yeah, so it had that, and it also had sale as well. I'm not sure if you want to scrub through part of the live. I think I would have crossed. I think it had a gentleman with a tent, and they were selling stuff there. Trinbago was also there selling stuff. Hey Jeremiah, he's asking, how are you? I am doing good for the while. Yeah, I doing good. I just have to like go and organize stuff for the week, for food and all these things. So yeah, everything is good on my end. I hope everyone else is good. By the way, let me just jump into it, right? Because I know I had this wrongs. I said I was giving away. We have our the final compression socks giveaway, So yeah, so I might as well jump into this. I know Bendy Pro Minecraft was the winner from last week. He won the The next one, the melon one, which is across on the next side of the thing. I'll get that in a little bit. But I was trying to reach him. He hasn't contacted me yet. So we are going to pick somebody tonight, the winner for this pair of, compression socks. And we'll also pick a second person for that, just in case he does not contact me by, say, Wednesday or so. Right? So that's it. So I have like 6 people here who has, made the comment. I'm going to pull it up in a little bit. Hey, good night, Shirley and Sherman and Aaron. Aaron is asking, when are you doing our next challenge about food on a budget? Probably next year sometime. I'm thinking the next one should be, well, I had this idea for a while, Aaron, and I was like, what can $100 get you in the market? So that might be the next kind of food budget thing. So yeah, I'm just gonna pull up the community tab for that, for the final socks giveaway. Boom, that's it there. Hey Rahel, good night. Don't worry. We will be touring all over Trinidad and Tobago. It's just for this whole month we are doing the $100 a week challenge. So we just got dropped week 1 and week 2. We still have week 3 to drop coming up this upcoming Saturday, and week 4 will be the final Saturday in August. And then afterwards I have a board games video, and then after that we back into actually touring. I may, spoilers, be doing a loose reel. We go see how things go. So yeah, man had a double sabanka in the last video. Yeah boy, Shaman, as soon as it was rough. I was missing certain ingredients in making the doubles. Like I went basic, and the one part I did miss out that I didn't include in that video is where I let the dough set, right? So I didn't like roll it out one time or take out pieces of it and roll it out. I let it set for like 30 minutes, just rest, and then I'll pull it out. But I didn't roll it too thin. And then the oil I was using, because I was trying to conserve oil, I think I did use up a good bit of the oil in there, but I was probably using the wrong pan, so it wasn't frying like as I would have liked. So yeah, I think those are the few things I end up cutting out from the video. So yeah, I mean, that was I say it was a mixture between like fry bake and tacos in a sense. So yeah. And I appreciate it. Aaron is asking me to come 0.14 and do a double set or Chinese food. Don't worry, Aaron. One of these days we will be tackling 0.14. Actually, I'm planning to do part of a cheap eats video, and down point actually have a spot along the the Captiville Guapo Road that I saw that they were selling mini rotis for like $12 or something. So I was like, wait, nah, I might have to do our next cheap eats down that side. Hey Lana, good night. And Lana said she saw me in San Fernando last week. Well, yeah, I works Sando, Lana, so if you see me, I was probably going to get food or something. Yeah, because the challenge, this $100 a week challenge, happened during the month of July. So I'm now in the process of editing the clips, the amount of clips I recorded like every day in July. Like I thought it would have been easier. And because I thought it would have been easier, to be honest with you all, portrait in doing those challenges, especially for the month. Wow, I had to catalog. Okay, I record this on this day, and let's put everything. Had to be organized, otherwise it will be a mess editing it. Hey Mary, good night. Anyway, let me just get into the socks giveaway, the final socks giveaway. So I've got, let me see that. I've got these numbers here, and I've also got, these names here. So these 2 names is what we're going to work on. Okay, so yeah, so there's that. So not normal thing. the names here. I've got an empty bag. You can see that there. Yeah, Aaron is saying there's also a place selling quarter salad with veggies for $5. I wonder if it's the same spot, boy, just before the gas station. Alright, so first up we got 03498. Good luck, 03498. This is for the compression socks giveaway. You are going into the bag. Then we have Wendy Ramkisoon 2017. So, oh yeah, let me just go back and show you all the comments for this. Oh well, yeah. So I'll just scroll through some of the comments. This is no random order. I went down to Wendy Ramkisoon. Hey King Cole, good night, good night. So this is going into the bag. I have Christina Mohammed 9351. And just doing this in front of you all so you all could see transparency, you know. Into the bag it goes. We have Peggy Hussein 2239. Now, whoever I pick, whoever the winner is for this, right? You all need to contact me on either Instagram or Twitter. You know, just send me a DM, a direct message, and we will organize the meetup and everything. Yes, Rahil. I know the name sounds familiar, you know. Big up Rahil. I ended up meeting him in West Mall last weekend. Yeah, I was there with the wife while the wife was in that wonderful world. I was just sitting outside there waiting. All right, yeah, the last name, Lawrence Learning Academy 7338. Yeah. Yeah, boy, Sylvan. I try to do balance healthy eating, but it's difficult when you on that budget. Oh yeah, and I'm entering also RavJ01 because my boy has been entering the past 3 compression socks giveaway, and it was unfortunate. So yeah, so we have all the names in this one. Hey Marlene, good night. And good night, Nadia. Blessings, everyone. Right, so drum roll, please. The winner of the socks giveaway this round is what is it? What is in there? 03498. Big up 03498. Woot woot. You are the winner of this compression socks. Sarah B3498. So yeah. So Sarah B is basically telling me looking forward to seeing my videos every week, and I need to check out Can's Wings in Gasparilla. Amazing wings. Yes, Sarah B. Don't worry, we'll check it out one of these days. So Sarah B, congrats 3498 for winning, this pair of compression socks. I am going to pick one more person for the fruity one, the yellow one from last week, just in case. I'm gonna give mine is Bendy Pro Minecraft until like Monday or Tuesday to try and reach me for that, because he was the winner from last weekend, the last live, but he ain't contact me yet. And if he ain't contact me, whoever I pull next, please send me a shout out on Twitter or Instagram. Right, so let me do this again. We picking. Let me see this here, this name. What is this? Christina Mohammed 9351. send me a message on Twitter or Instagram. Congrats to Sarah B3498 for winning this week's compression socks. Woot woot. Yeah. So big up. Arundel is saying he's enjoying the videos. I appreciate that, Arundel. I appreciate that a lot. And it's always nice to to get the feedback and everything. I know in some of these videos, like sometimes I'll be watching over my own videos, and it's like I'll be seeing where I can improve it here and there, and hopefully in upcoming videos I do. But I still appreciate you all enjoying it and commenting, and especially hitting the like button. It helps a lot. And yeah, look out for more stuff as we explore Trinidad and Tobago. Like from now until the first Saturday in September, it fix is we doing the $100 a week challenge, and then we doing the board gains. Just in case you don't know what board gains is, I'm not sure. Wait, we have how much more weekends we have for August? Let me just check something. It's like 2 more Saturdays or 2 more weekends. All right, probably the next weekend, the last 2 weekends for the Sunday Vibes Live, we'll jump back into doing board games. So you'll see what board games is about as well. And yeah, so because in that video, I'll be giving away actual board games itself. Let me not make sure and hit the the like, comment, and subscribe thing. So yeah. So the last thing, like I said, I'm trying to keep this one short, this wrongs. So big up Sarah B3498 and Christina Mohammed 9351, for winning the last pairs of compression socks. Now, people, I've realized like the crime situation in Trinidad and Tobago kind of getting a little out of hand. So still be careful out there, be observant out there. Don't take things for granted. And when I mean be observant, just be observant of your surroundings, because people out there probably getting desperate, and the kind of things I'm seeing on the news, I'm just like shaking my head. It's like, I can't believe people doing this in broad daylight kind of thing. It's like, hey boy. So just be safe out there. And I just had to laugh because Sylvan is like, Sylvan giving Nadia some best words of advice. Better late than never. But don't say it to your boss, because they don't want to hear that. Nice one, nice one. Rohan, oh yeah, good night. He said he now make it live. He missed out the last 5 or 6. That small thing though. Hopefully every Sunday, well, we skipped a few Sundays in between for the year because I just couldn't make the live. So that's alright. But you reach in the wrapping up stages, boy. Rohan, I'm not sure how to pronounce that, if I'm honest with you. So yeah, we wrapping up now. So congrats Sarah B3498, the winner of this compression socks, this pair. So message me on Instagram or Twitter, and we'll organize the pickup. Or if you are not in Trinidad, well, we'll organize to ship it to you. So yeah, and I'm just going to spend like probably 5 minutes, the anything goes part of the live, when we wind down, and we'll continue to answer questions if you have any questions. And yeah, but at this point, the anything goes is we basically open up the live to much anything. I know it have a Galacticon going on this weekend. That's, if you watch the video from last week where I did the Alias Entertainment Expo, the Cosplay Expo and Gaming Expo, Galacticon is something similar, and that is going on in the Center of Excellence. I'm hoping next year to attend that one. This weekend I just had other plans, so I couldn't attend. And I don't know if you all saw the post I put up today with the jar of honey. Yeah, I got that from Pharaoh Apries. In case you were wondering, if you go in my channel and look for a beekeeping tour, I did a video on them, real epic. So since I've done the tour with them and I was able to go and interact with like live bees and everything, and like actually insert a queen bee into a hive and everything, like, yeah, I've been buying my honey from Pharaoh Apries whenever you have. So So big up him as well. And also, before I go on, I'll big up Super Cool Limited in Coquille, San Fernando. You know, they came out and sponsoring this vlog that is happening, and I mean, it's $400, but the time it takes to edit and everything is a lot. And then whatever the monetary stuff that comes in, it goes into other videos that we plan to do for the rest of the year. So big up Super Cool for, you know, sponsoring that video. And now they're saying everyone in Mr. Sana's show. Oh, he have a live right now. Probably have a live going on. So big up Mr. Sana. So I guess we're wrapping up here. He could probably hop across and check out his live. There's always be something interesting going on there. Hey Sean, good night. That's alright, bro. It's happened. So we just about wrapping up here. We in the final stretch in a sense. We in the anything goes session dread. I went and finally taking Oppenheimer last week, and to me that was a fantastic movie. It was interesting, and it brought me back to why I enjoyed like doing science when I was younger. And like when I was younger, like the science, just how things work, and yeah, it brought me back to that. So it was a very interesting and fantastic movie, and also it was frightening to an extent, because you could see how powerful and destructive man is, but at the same time you could see that we can't be stopping trying to, you know, discover things and whatnot. And then you could see how politics could almost wipe us out in a sense. So I thought Oppenheimer was a pretty epic movie. Love Jada. Love Jada is saying they love my videos. I appreciate that. Love Jada. And hey Kimmy, good night. Oh, RH. Okay. And I know, and well then yeah, RH. Yeah, had me confused. Yes, I wasn't sure. So yeah, we on the deep end here. I saw Barbie cross $1 billion. So big up them. That going strong. And yeah, that was also, I find it was a good movie. And I'm not sure what the plan is for this week here, but we'll see how things go. And that's about it. Congrats again to Sarah B3498. I was planning to keep this one short because I just had a few things to sort out that I get to sort out during the day. And yeah, but you know, we had to come and do this live. So next week on the live, we're going back to the board games. So if you have watched, well, not last week one, but the week before live, you would have seen the setup. We're going back to that setup. I'll be working out. So we'll be from next week and the following week. We starting the live around 7. Yeah, around 7-ish to do the board games for an hour, to work out for an hour. Feel free again to join me, you know, in the workout come next week. We'll go slow, you know. I don't know, you all probably enjoy when I suffer a little bit. Who knows? That normally seems to be a BB trend, like strange enough. when we doing videos where we are miserable, that is where we tend to see the most set of, you know, people tuning in. Oh, that is it's very interesting. Nadia is saying she still have to watch some of my videos. Feel free, Nadia. We have a plethora of videos, you know. Like I said, we have evergreen videos, so it's always relatable or showing some part of Trinidad and Tobago. The only thing that will change in some of the videos you're watching is probably prices for some of the food items, especially if you go back some videos from a year or 2 years ago. Yeah, the only thing that will change will be the prices. So if you watch any of the cheap eats videos, so what would have been $10 is probably like $12 now or $15 accordingly. So yeah. And Kimi is saying fantastic job with the surviving. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah. Well, can't wait for next two more weeks to go. Yes, I have 2 more weeks. Next week 3 is coming out, and the following week is week 4. So you could look out for that. Thanks, Million. Million is saying that I have a unique style with a lot of the creative videos I come out with, and to be honest, sometimes I'll be experimenting. So there are so much tricks and everything you could do in the editing process, and there's so much things I just like to try out and experiment. I mean, I still have a format, I know that, because after a while that's the only way I'm able to, keep editing and producing videos on a daily basis, like without just doing it like raw. So yeah, and at the end of the day, my main goal, two main goals here in Trinbago Vibes. One, well, I should say three main goals. One is to have you all entertained. Two is to impart some knowledge to you all, and three is just to show you all how beautiful and wonderful our island is, in spite of all the small little pests we have around the place and the negative aspects that people is keep pushing. We still have as a beautiful island here in Trinidad and Tobago. And Sound of Freedom, I have to check out that as well, Kimmy. So I'll definitely check out that one of these days. We have one of the OGs on the YouTube on the live, boy. Taste of Trini, big up Taste of Trini. Yeah. Thank you for joining me on the live. We coming down a little late. Kevin is saying they're reading all the lives today. I appreciate that by Kevin. I'm just about to wrap up here actually. So yeah, I wanted to keep this one short, and it's like we still going strong. So I think we discussed whether we had to discuss today. Rajiv loved the algorithm, 26 out of 30. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Stacey Trini. I appreciate that. We still have week 3 and week 4 to go, so you can look out for those upcoming videos. So yeah, it's very interesting. Obviously, I didn't make doubles the way you make it because I was limited on resources, right? So, and I was like, that's why I was missing the. For those of you who all don't know, the pressure cooker, the chana with the chana and everything came from Taste of Trini, from her videos, right? So big up her for that. I was missing the pressure cooker this round. I don't have one here with me at the moment. I had to buy one. So yeah, I know that will probably save me a good bit of time. But folks, I think that's about it. We are wrapping up. Thanks so much for joining me on this. Taste of Trini saying buy 3 chickens for 120 if the deal still exists. Taste of Trini, you blow my budget there. I'm trying to do minus $400 for the month, right? It's $100 a week. You don't know over the budget there by $20. Yeah. Rishmi is here, Peggy. Big up all the Trinbago peeps, all over YouTube and everything. So yeah, so look out for the next grocery, which would be one in South down Mayaro actually. Yeah, so I'll give you all of that spoiler as well. So you all know we're going to what we're going to make in week 3. Well, one of the items we're making in week 3 earlier. If you was here earlier in the video, I'm not going to spoil it now. And well, you are now knowing what the next grocery is, because once this video is done, you will see there's 4 different groceries are hitting each week. It's a different grocery each week. So that also makes things a little more interesting, apart from trying to survive on this $100 a week kind of thing. Yeah. Oh. Kevin is saying we telling you buy that 3 chicken for the month. Yeah, but I mean, oh gosh, if I, to be honest with you all, if I was spending the 400 one go, that would have been a whole different ball game, and that would have make sense actually. That would have worked out for the whole month. Like if I just spend that $400 for the whole month, because I know that bag of rice and flour and all the seasoning and everything would have gone a long way. As if I was spending $400 all at once, it would make sense. But like for that particular challenge, for this particular challenge we're doing, is like, all right, I'm gonna try and spend $100 a week for 4 weeks, and that was the plan. I mean, in week 1 and week 2, I cheat a little bit because I spent some of the next week's money to buy the onion, salt, and garlic, which originally I was going to try and exempt from the video, but then it's like, nah, if I'm doing this, let me do it proper. So yeah. Yeah, Peggy, don't worry. You would see. I try something like that, and but once again, I was kind of limited in certain things. So yeah, but look out for week 3 and week 4, and yeah. So now you understand, Rishmi, how did and Kevin, how it going like. But that's a good concept to try and like. Is a whole different mindset on ball game if I was buying everything all at once at the beginning of the month and trying to survive, as compared to you know trying to survive each week, checking out the menu and seeing what I have in the inventory before, and then going in grocery and seeing what I could get. Yeah. Kimi, yes, is a Passage I'll be in, but go further down. We're talking this is technically is in Radix. So yeah, so we down my arrow. So yeah, Love Jada is asking what I ate today. I had this morning actually I went and walked the savannah, and then I went Brick Lane. So I was out with the wife this morning, and then I had soup for lunch. That was basically me today. Now the thing is, Love Jada, I have completed the $400 for the month challenge, because I did that for the whole of July. That was what it is. Now I just in the editing process to get those videos out. So yeah, Just Right is like was born in Trinidad and left when I was 10. He's asking how good are the doubles. They're still pretty good. They still have some, not all doubles are the same, but they have some real good spots, and they have some okay spots, and then they have some they need to do better spots. So, and you can find this all over Trinidad and Tobago. If you watch some of the double topping videos we do, you'll see some of those. So what is just as good, and some places even better. Alright folks, I didn't expect to stay here so long, to be honest with y'all. But thanks again for joining me on this Sunday Vibes Live. Big up you all once again for taking some time out of your night just to come on here and chat a little bit. Taste of Trini is asking me where is my favorite doubles vendor. Much people ask me that, Taste of Trini, and I would always tell them I don't really have a favorite per se, right? It depends on the area. Like right now, like Townside, I've discovered West Indian doubles that is on Nookery Street, right? Just before KFC there. I find they have a real good doubles up in town. When I'm in the West, last time, I'm not sure, but it was between Ken's was a good one. People have told me there's Barry and also UE doubles up their game. You used to have a doubles man who used to come out 4 o'clock in the morning by Fall Park. Back in the days, his doubles, I'm not sure. I ain't talking about Rose and Kelvin. They were good and all at some point in time. I'm not sure where they at. But I can't remember this dude's name. He was real good. Or it's just because after a lime, he used to go and eat a hot doubles. That just always be. But yeah, in South we have a few people. In South, if I don't Faizabad side, I'll go down by J1. So if I further inside Faizabad, I'll check out Blake's. In San Fernando, I would normally go on Pembroke or even King's doubles. Down Penal, I'll go by Classic. So I don't really have a favorite Taste of Trini, but yeah. Yes, Kimmy, that is Pembroke Street itself. That is in San Fernando. That is what I'm talking about. So yeah. Anyway, peeps. And Lennon, I appreciate that, man. I hope you achieve what you desire from this 400. Well, it was a change in my mindset on how things doing. So yeah, Kevin is like I'm putting her through that. So she cooking she was cooking for herself and everything, and now and again she feels sorry for me and like give me a piece of chicken, over the weekend. So I kind of in that sense I cheat in to a degree, but when your wife offering you something, I ain't going to refuse, And Love Jada is saying I should try doubles by Arima, the old road by the bridge near the bar. They have running. Well, I did trial doubles in Arima. If you watch my Arima video, Love Jada, you'll see, and I had doubles. I can't remember the dude name, but it tastes good though. But I realized Arima has a doubles man every corner in Arima proper. So when I do now hop in, I was like, I have to brace myself to do that. Yeah, boy, Sean, you didn't have better dice. How you know how it's go. You know how it's go. Anyway, folks, thanks again for joining me. Let me wrap up here, because we can sit down here and old talk and go until so. Oh, that's a good one, Barclay. They're talking about the prepackaged bags from Massey, and that'll be like 150. I think they have the 150 and the $300 bag. So yeah, next time you come down, you and Kevin message me, and we'll have to do what all your favorite spot is or something. So I did some time ago. I did roti hopping with some local YouTubers, with Bushman and Lyndon Baptiste, and yeah. So I need to do some more of that, and Jacob Anish. So yeah, so I need to do some more of that later on. So you all have a great night, have a great week. Wherever you are in the world, I wish you a productive one, a safe one, an enjoyable one. Be safe, stay awesome, and thanks again for joining me on this live. Big up again, Sarah B3498 for the winner for this last week's compression socks. And as all thanks to Main Stage Activewear to get all your activewear need and supporting your performance. Big up Main Stage, and also big up Super Cool, as well. You'll see Cool Max is also sponsoring these videos, the challenging videos. Big up them for all your AC needs. And that's about it. You all have a great one, and go on, folks. Later. Be safe out there, and thanks again for everything. It's fun. It's fun to do these things.